Alright, welcome back everyone. We are doing the Corners of Happiness, like this new company, new kit. I've never done these before, but they're small, little bitty scenes. Evidently they're intended to go into the corners. And we got the Yummy Candy is this one. I bought two of these. The other one is the... Is it on here? Maybe not. I don't think. Yeah, the other one I bought, it's another like Harry Potter-ish thing. And so it's potions and stuff. So I decided to go with this one to give a little change of pace, even though I did do a sort of candy shop not too long ago. But let's say I think these ought to be interesting. I've not peeked. So let's see. We got a baggie, instruction manual, and some acrylic sheets, I guess. So it comes with a dust cover. So that's how big it's going to end up being, I guess. Well, it's only 4. Okay, so so it's going to be, there's the instructions, so it just fits around the outside. But I probably won't do that because I'm not steady enough to do the edges of those things, but maybe. We'll see how it goes. There's a pattern sheets. That's our cut out shapes. So not many of those. That's good. Got... see, more cutouts. That's our stuff that we stick on boxes and whatnot. Okay. And close you up. Let's dig into our little baggie here and see what we got into. Okay, we got a little bit of fabric. That feels more like a wallpaper than a material. Although I'm sure there is some materials in here. There's some lace and something in bubble wrap, so it must have some glass in there. Yes, a little candy bowl thing I see now. Gold foil, and it looks like material, some of that bead ribbon. All the buttons and rivets and whatnot that they use to make bases and stuff. Okay, I saw some of those. Those we plucked the cherries off of the ice cream in the last one. Got a little heart eraser in there, beads, and that little plastic, probably a light fixtures, looks like a couple of them. Okay, here's our lights and tape and sandpaper and some plant material, leaves it looks like. There's just a piece of cardstock, either really thick cardstock or really light cardboard, depending on how you want to look at it. And we got just general wood shapes, it looks like, on this one. Got a couple of 3 sheets here. Let's see. Get the sheets out. Alright. Just a solid white one. Solid wood one. Okay, there's one for a window situation there. And we got, various trim pieces and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I don't see any significant furniture there. It looks like, I don't even see any, where that material, it was white, wasn't it? This one, a little doily looking material there. I'm trying to figure out, I don't even see any of that in the picture. Maybe it's on the back. Got the beads there. I guess it could be around that window there. Okay, that's probably what it is. It's probably just supposed to be a curtain there. All right. Ooh, that coffee shop looks pretty cool. I may try that one next time if this one goes well. But these were, I think, reasonably priced. I think they're in the $20 range. Like I say, they're fairly small. Got how many we got? But sort of the same. 15 pages, so sort of about the same as the Dream Bottle was. Like a whole page just wiring in the lights, it looks like, and putting batteries in the dust cover. So effectively 13 pages. There's the end. Where does it actually start at? Assembly. Looks like assembly starts pretty quick, actually. Yeah, it actually starts on page 4, so they go right into the assembling. Okay. But anyway, that's, anybody who's new here, that's what I do. I just buy these little kits and assemble them in real time. You get to watch me on these. I'm sure you get to watch me make plenty of mistakes. And you will sort of build this kit as we go along. Listen to me babble on about what's going on and how my day's going. You know, if you got any suggestions or anything you see as you're browsing you think might go well here, feel free to drop it down in the comments, because I will pay attention to that. And it doesn't take much to convince me to do stuff. If I even think I remotely have a shot at doing it, I'll generally give it a try. But anyways, I'm going to pull out the first few pieces and we'll get going right now. Okay, here we go. First steps. This is the only part I'm really worried about on this one. These things are going to be a little tricky, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Start off, simplest thing, just laying our floor down on our mat here, on our board here. A couple months, probably more than a couple months back, somebody suggested the Beacon 3-in-1 advanced craft glue for gluing down paper sheets like this, because it doesn't bubble up underneath it, and I found that to be true. Focus. And I say we got the hole on the paper here. We're supposed to line up with the hole in the wood, so it goes on like that. Pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna hope that I hadn't got a clogged up. Nope, it's working. It does have a tendency. It's basically rubber cement, so it has a tendency to get clogged up on me. And paper towel. Clean off this nozzle a little bit here. That was wet glue on the outside somehow. But then back to just laying down a nice little, hopefully nice little bead around here, around the outside. Sort of. And then around the other side of the hole too. And got all the strings and everything's the problem with this stuff. And it does have a tendency to overflow as well, just like the B7000. So scrape as much of it off as I can so it's not everywhere. Alright, then I'll just drop my paper in, sort of give it a little wiggle around, get it lined up best I can. And then I got my little squeegee left over from a tempered glass kit for my iPad, and I've been using this makeshift squeegee since I got it. Should have went further into the corners there, I'm thinking now. But like I say, just a little piece of hardened rubber, so it does a good job of squeegeeing. And there we go, and then pop out the where'd my a hole up there, and clean it out. Perfect. All right, and that's the beginning. So now so far the only issue I've found with this set is this piece right here. It's evidently where they started the laser up or something when they was cutting it. This end is burned a little bit, got a little jut out, but this one is not lined up. And of course you need the long part, not the short part, so you can't even file it down. But it's a corner piece, so I think it'll be alright. And for corner pieces, I've got the jig that I built, and I keep saying I'm going to build a nicer one, but I haven't got around to it yet. I will eventually build a larger scale of this, so I've got right angles everywhere in there to get right angles when I need them. But we do, let's see, it's 1 and 3 and 2 and 3. So 1 and 3 and 2 and 3, and these go in the corners in a minute. So get these guys paired up, and I think I'm gonna, let's see, it doesn't really, it's hard to see from the picture which one's supposed to be on the outside. I think 3, let's say it's, there is a picture of it, but it's Yep, it looks like 3 goes on the bottom. So it goes in like so. It's like that. And it's not got a very good I got a good contact there, so let me hit this file again and get it. A little flatter. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I think that'll do it. Okay, for stuff like this, I always reach for the old Gorilla Super Glue. This one, I've got this stuff basically because came with the brush included in it, and I just think that's easier to deal with. A little bit off of there, and stand you up on the end now. Nice, smooth, hopefully fairly even coat on the end there. Yeah, this is where I need longer back, so I got okay. That's pretty close. Maybe a little twisty in there, but yeah, definitely not. Once I get all 4 pieces in and just dropped in the middle, I think it'll be all right. Okay, and then take this little guy, and it goes in. Just pick a side to be the bottom. It goes in the very bottom corner like that, and that's what eventually our floor is going to sit on to give support. So let me grab this. Got another piece of old wood. Just get all the way over in that corner. Hit that. And drop you in there and get a little pressure. Hopefully. And a little pressure from the top too. Okay. I think that's in place. Okay, and that does also gives a little more structure there. Not really enough to do any difference, but it will hopefully add a little extra support to the make it less wavy. And it says to go ahead and put the other piece on one end, but I think I'm going to wait and combine them into the square before I do that. See how that works. And I want 2, I want 3 to go on down to the end here. And I think it's safe to say my square is not square anymore. Alright, so that'll stay stood up. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so far so good, I think. Once again, I'm off just a hair, but I think within tolerance. And again, getting that corner there. Way too much glue. But But okay, it'll just push it over as I push it in. But I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Now, if I've done this some semblance of correctly, and yeah, I got a good twist on that one too. Okay, I definitely need to make a new jig. But we should, in theory, let's see, A3 should be across from the other A3, so like this should be, that's how it's going to end up going together. That looks pretty squarish. And I put one upside down. Is there any? Yep, I put either this one or that one in wrong because it's not. Yeah, didn't take this into account. So let's see. They do have to be. I keep losing track. Yeah, got to be like this to make these two line up. So okay. See if I can convince this one to come off without breaking everything. Yeah, cool. It did. So there. So I want you go on that side. So just redo that step again. Pop you in there. Another dash of glue. And set you back in with the bottom. And all right, now it should be all lined up. So let's see, A3 to A3, so that, and we got the, let's say, got the supports for our floor. There probably. Alright, so now still gotta do the corners. It goes, let's say it goes this, and 3 comes down on top of there. Okay. And making sure I get those lined up right too. Yeah, got the little bits at the bottom here. I don't think I can do it the wrong way, but I wouldn't put it past me either. Let's see, 2. Okay, this is 2, so I want 3 to come down on top of it. Okay. Okay, pretty close. And don't break it doing that. And last but not least, okay, this is the one that's got that little, darn. I guess it wasn't done yet. Okay, so I wonder if I can do it manually. Just do it like this. Looks like it's still, nope, it's, no. Okay. I think the glue is still there. Okay, and let's say this, like I was about to say, this is the one that's got that little chunk extra on there. So, but first things first, I'm going to go ahead and put this other, let's say it's not providing a lot of structural integrity, but it is some. So that way. And putting it in the right place again. That's or for the first time this one. Okay. Okay. So I got that going. Now this guy coming down. I can do it sideways. Yeah, like I say. Okay, so that's gonna be the plan. Just sort of push it in. It's down there. I'll just hit. Going with what it's giving me. It's giving me this edge, so I'll lay the glue down there. And now, hopefully, get everything pushed in. Alright, I'm going to give this one is a little sprung, so I'm going to give it a couple more seconds extra pressure here. Alright. Okay. I think from what I've looked at so far, this is going to be the most difficult part of this build. So I got one more little chunker to put in there. And it goes like that. Okay. Just want to make sure I get them all matched up to they're all proper elevations. Okay, so I got that going in there. Alright, so now if I'm correct, then this should slide in one way or the other. Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's about to pop it out. Three. Okay, it's gotta be. Let me actually grab a. I don't think it's the paper, but the paper is a little extra over the edges here. I don't think that's going to be enough to make a difference, but I'll go ahead and trim it down just to make sure. Like I say, I think the ultimate culprit is going to be that little zigzag right there. Let's see, which way? Okay. I'm getting 3, but not the 4th one in. So that's the... I think I just... Nope, that's just the... Okay. Let me see. Let's see which one's the back and which one's the front. Which? Okay, I think. Okay, so the side with the hole is the back, and it'll be behind our shelving here. So I'm gonna try and go to town on it a little bit here. Matter of fact, I will put the cap on my glue first. It looks like there's a outline for where the shelf goes, so I'm just going to trim off that much. The glue was working. Okay. Not much off that edge. I say it's close to going, so let's hope this is... Oh yeah. And we're supposed to put that hole and this hole together. I'm sort of glad it didn't work now. That hole. Okay. That's the side that's got to. Okay. So, okay, we got corner shelves, so we're going to take some off this corner, is what it's going to end up being. Like that. Okay. There we go. We got a floor in. And I say it's all flush with our pegs down there, and I'd normally say I have to glue it in, but that thing's snug enough where I'm not worried about it. Of course, I am got a little wobble on it too, which I'm not surprised by. I'll put a piece of paper or something underneath it if I need to. But all right, but I say, if you're new here, that's what you can expect from me. When I mess up, that's how you go back and fix it. Back and forth and back and forth. Okay, so we got our foundation down, and then what we're supposed to do is, this is essentially wallpaper. So I laid it all out, and evidently I laid it out wrong. Okay, that's not good. I don't have enough to... Okay, so once again we're going to try and get the front sides done and covered. Okay, so I've got about that much of a gap there. So that's, and this is our back. So this, I'm going to let the gap be back here. It's not going to be super noticeable, I don't think, once it gets when it's all said and done. I'll do some trimming up here. That's going to I'm gonna have to. I see. Was there? Okay, there's a little extra, so I'll probably make it like a patch. It'll be vertical instead of horizontal, but we'll sort of try and hide it, camouflage it a little bit. But first thing we gotta do is get it on there. So let me do a quick stop start. All right. Okay, stop start. Grab my. Yeah. And so I'm gonna stick with the old Beacon 3-in-1. I think it's strong enough to withstand being squeegeed. And just do a little. Maybe 3 really light beads all the way across if I can be. I say the long side across the front. What we're going to do, flush with the bottom. And get her squeegeed. Actually, squeegee it this way, see if I can. I meant to put that. Oh well, that'll help us. I meant to put that. There's a corner, a crease in it. I meant to put that on the corner, but I'll pull it tight. It'll be all right. And that'll actually help us get something a little bit less to obscure. No, it's actually on there pretty close. Okay, so it'll be like this on the side. Okay. What? Just like before. Just see if I can get 3 nice white beads across there. Get into place. We're not too worried about this top part because we're gonna end up rolling it around the top. This lip here is what they tell us to do. This one, okay. So after that part, and I'm thinking I'm going to use super glue for that part. Okay. But right at the corner here and trim it down to the hip. And over on this side. Actually, it's just going to barely reach it. Yes, it's just going to roll over the top. It's not actually going to go down into the... Okay, that'll work. I think that'll actually be easier. This side is a little thicker, but I think I'll just trim that back. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go across the top on it. Yeah. Okay, so roll that back, and get out, like I said, the old Gorilla Super Glue. I'll be honest, I thought this was going to go faster than this. I was optimistic. I'll eventually learn. And just all the way down through there. Try to get a nice, even, thin coat. And roll you over. Some heat there, pressure. Alright. That seems to be sticking. on this side. Alright, that's been fairly well cooperated. This is sticking up a little bit there in that corner. I think. And on this end, a little bit as well. I think. Back a little bit and see if I can get little enough on this brush that I can actually just dab it in there. And then not use my fingers. Uh-oh. Acted as a solvent and dissolved whatever was on there. Oh. Well, it's stuck to the paper towel. Okay. I think that's alright. Down here. Yeah. This end's got a little loose flap that's sort of bugging me as well. I can do a better job of dealing with it. Stuff just is not. I ran into this on my last project. There's something about this paper. There's something in it that's not. This glue's just not liking it. Okay, I'll just trim this back then. I hope. Maybe not. Let's see here. Can't get it to. Okay, there it goes. Maybe. No. Okay, here we go. You can't see that, can you? I don't think I'm into the wood there. Okay. Okay, this plan is not working at all, but it's just fun. See if it'll fold down on its own volition. Actually, that's not too bad. Should have done that first. The bad thing is I still got another 2 more sides to go. Okay. Now, that's short side. Okay, we do want. Oh. Yeah. Okay. And these are the 2 sides that are basically going to be behind. I'm contemplating just riding with it. Okay. Alright, so that. Back to the old beacon. Let's see where we're it's not flowing. Got a little clog going, it looks like. Those are two fairly thick runs, so I'm going to stop there. Let's see. Which one was the long way? This one. This one, yeah. Okay. I'll hit that corner. And way up and down a little bit. Coverage on you. And squeegeed. That much, well, that much excess on here on the bottom, so let's I can do a little better than that. Okay. Okay. Now, that's going to be the gap, but it is on the back side, so this should always in theory be up against the wall, and we almost made it on that one. Okay. Glue is misbehaving on me and I can't. There it goes. Trick I found to take the lid off, squeeze the bottle, put it back on, pull the vacuum on it, and it'll pull that stuff back in. And that helps. It doesn't fix everything, but it does help some. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. I may, let's say, this may be the optimist in me, but I think once we get through this, like I say, building this little bit right here, I'm feeling like this is going to be a smooth sailing build. Don't call me a liar. Okay, like I say, this is that's the back. This is so we got the shelves there. So this side is not as important to me. Should have done this one first to practice. But go back to the super glue for the top here. But you know what? It wasn't working that good. So let me actually, let's see. So I got some B7000. I'm going to give this stuff a go, see if it's any more effective. So I think there's just something on this paper that the super glue doesn't like. Just run me a bead all the way through there. And I don't know if he'll hold it fast enough or not. Let's find out. It usually grabs pretty quick. It's not super glue quick, but it does stick pretty quickly, usually. Okay, let's stand down a little bit. Like I said, I don't think it's any faster than the super glue. Maybe it's a little more coverage since it does spread out more. Usually, it's not. It's both more messy and not as messy. Both. It's one of those weird. But it's staying down. So, all right, this may be the way to go. This one, I run another bead. Try to be a little more. Yeah, running out now. Get an air bubble. All the way up there. Okay. Say. Oh. That's that to bend over like I did the other one. All right, so that's that part done. So I am going to actually now flip this over, push this down a little bit, and see if I can't. I'm gonna drop some super glue in those corners and see if I can't make this a little more stable because it is wobbling around a little bit on me. So just. And press down for 10 seconds. Okay. And hopefully that got us. I say it was. I don't know if that helped or hurt, but it didn't hurt, but I'm not sure how helpful it was. I say it's still a little wobbly on the actual base, but that part is done. Let's see, now if it goes from this angle. Yeah, if I hadn't got that black ink there on the corner, it'd be really nice. Yeah, as long as you ignore this back here. I say I might throw a patch on top of that and see how I feel about it tomorrow maybe. But let's see, I'm gonna let all that glue sort of settle down and dry first. But now got the walls. We got that and that. Got, of course, again, got the hole. We got to line up with the hole. But I think this will be all right. Let's get some. Let's say sticking with the beacon because I'm doing a large surface area of. I think I let that one go too quick. Let's try again. Okay. Yeah, I got some. clog here. Yeah. I say it does have a tendency to do that. Let's get these guys on there. Before I get on my glue dry. Alright. Yeah, nice and smooth, and didn't line up perfectly on that one, but ought to be good enough. And glue up my hands. Now this guy. Got that clog in there, so it's messing with everything. To clean that out at some point. Okay. And this one is something definitive to line up with here. That window situated. Alright, that's that part done. So I'm going to build, I got a little like chest thing to build, so I'm going to do that tonight and we'll call that a day. That should take, hopefully it'll be better shape than this other stuff. Shouldn't be more than 10 or 15 minutes. So I'll be right back and we'll get to that. Okay, here we go. Like I said, a little like, I think this is our, what do you call it, the service counter. And I'm trying to see. I just saw where I missed something, but I got those on hand. Okay. Need these deals too. But basically, trying to see here. Okay, so obviously that's our front, and these tabs go up. Oh no, I forgot to cut out some things. We'll have to do that tomorrow. There's some paper inserts that go inside there as decoration, but like I say, so okay, no, actually, we'll put that down there. It's gonna be, trying to see how these, okay, so these go like that. So okay, so we want these things flush this corner and the back side and centered on there. So let's see here, how's that gonna work? This eyeball in the center. That feels, well, that felt about right till I moved it. That feels about right. So let me get this dot there, dot there. Okay, and I just made the back of my cabinet. Oh, well, that's coming, most of it's coming off. All right, but still, we'll make that the. Oh, actually, that's the front anyway. I think that's the bottom anyway. Good, that'll work. Okay. So what we got here? Okay, so that shouldn't matter. So this is going to go on here like this. These guys go on. Okay. I think got my jig again. Like I say, it's getting pretty crummy in here, so I definitely need to make a new jig, but for the time being, this will work. So get that in like that. Nice and yeah, it's not 90 degrees either, because you can see how much wobble there is. It's any better on this way. Yeah, that's a little. This way is a little tighter. So I'm gonna do that, and this on here. I think I'll push that in all the way up, Okay, so push that in like that. Get my old Gorilla super glue. This will be the easy end. Hopefully. Okay. And what I'm going to do once I get this in, I'm going to mount it on the pink part and then just put the other one in place in situ. So, nice even smooth coat there. Here, there, here, there. Okay. Give it a good 5, 7, 10 seconds, something like that. Okay. Alright. Looks good there. There. Okay, now, let's see here. So that's the little humps go up. And you're around here. Actually, I think I can do same thing. Okay, I can do it on this side too. Get that in that corner. Get my super glue on. I think that will be easier. Just broke off that one. That's what makes it difficult. Yeah, that's good. Go back in this side. See if I can reactivate that glue. Not sure. Okay. Maybe. And I still got to look every time, make sure to put the points up. So this goes like this. That's, yeah, still wobbly, but I think, okay. I'm not going to use super glue on the top. I'm going to go back to the old B7000. Try and run me a reasonable bead along the top here. Yeah, I'm not worried about super continuous, just want to make sure I get good coverage on it. Got a couple of gaps there. I don't know if I'm, yeah, there you go. You sort of see where it's lumpy. Okay. We want this to be two back, those guys up. On that side. I need to come that way some. Okay, I think I got that. I got left to right, now back to front. And this has got a bow in it, so I don't think I'm going to be able to hold it down. I don't think the glue is going to be strong enough to hold it down, to be honest. I can clamp it and see what happens over time once it gets sort of situated. Yeah, give it another 8 or 10 seconds here. But I saw the bow, I didn't realize it was that much. Okay. Oh. I guess that means we're going to stop here tonight. Get my baby clamp out here. That's not the baby one. Find the baby clamp. Relative term. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let that set up overnight. The back is pretty flush. I say overnight, I'm going to let it set up a couple of hours anyway. I don't say that glue's not really, I don't think it's going to be strong enough to hold that down, so I may have to go back and do some other gluing, but I will call that quits tonight, since I do have to wait on that. It's been, that gets it up to an hour anyway, I think. Is there anything else I can do right quick while it's... Not really, because everything's... Right now I'm still building on this. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give this 30 or 45 minutes, and I'll come back again. I'm going to finish this up tonight. So, like I say, I'm going to let this glue... Give this glue every chance to set up. And, see if it's strong enough, and we'll be right back with that. Okay, I'm going to give that a few more minutes. I took the opportunity to go ahead and trim out those pieces that I forgot to put on the front here, so this seems like a good time as any to drop them in place. Use my clamp as a desk here for a second. So I'm just going to drop these little detail thingies, just a few drops of glue in there, and wiggle you around a little bit, and would be easier to do without a clamp in the way, but and that's too bright to show up on. I don't think that helped much. It didn't really matter much, did it? Okay, I'll turn the lights back on. Alright, same thing again. I think make sure and hit just all the corners and the points too. Maybe make sure I can get everything, get the glue on all the spots. Wheel it around and line it up. It's sort of overexposed here. Maybe I can turn these down. Maybe that'll help. Not really. On my display anyway, it may be fine in the final result. Let's see. Get these guys. Get in there. The bad part about getting that needle to fit in the end of the glue. Alright, now this. Line you up. Alright. Now, we're going to find out whether or not that glue was strong enough. Apparently it was. Nice. Hang this up right quick. Alright. I wasn't sure if it was going to be. I guess that's not really super dense wood either, so that probably helped some. Yeah, I got our good. Now, get to put this thing across the bottom here, just a piece of paper. So stick with the old B7000. And I'm going to do, I think just, I'm doing a B, just light dots across here just to make sure I get full coverage. And let's see that. That's just a few dots on it, not even. Now, get you. I'm not sure why we're even bothering with this, but it's what the instructions said to do. I guess it is going to have these feet on it, on the bottom, so that I guess that might show a little bit through. It's going to be elevated, so I still don't think that would. I guess from the back it would look better to have that shelf there. Okay, talk myself into it. Now for these, since I got this big empty space on the bottom of it, I am going to go to Aleene's Turbo Tacky. It sort of flows better than most of these other glues, so I think that's what I generally use when I've got to like fill up some space. But actually, first things first, I'm going to do that last because I want to leave them upside down. I'm just supposed to run a bead of these guys. Where does it go? Does it go sort of here underneath the lip here? So right through there. Get these to a little straighter. That's supposed to go in like something like that. So cut off on that one. Okay. So for that, I will do the B7000. And I'm gonna go bead in the corner here, which might also, in addition to holding these gold things down, a little bit extra glue in that corner isn't going to hurt my feelings none either. And okay, so now ease this in there. Okay, it sticks. I believe it's gonna, yeah. That looks nice. A little wonky here on the end, but I think it's gonna be within reason. I got these things. I don't think there's enough meat here to grab onto though. No, there's not. Okay. What I will do is, well, I didn't have to put these feet on. That pop up? I think it's popping up a little bit in the center too now. Don't let me. I think that glue's fading. So let me put this back on. Yeah, it did pop up there. I just saw it move back down. That might be why that was moving around over there. Okay, so, but I can still hit the corners with this stuff, I think. Jury rigged me up some feet here. Or something to stabilize it with. Okay. Y'all be able to see me work on this end, but not the other end. But okay. So, like I said, I use the Aliens Turbo Tacky when I gotta fill in a void because it's a little more, it flows better, so I think it works better for this sort of situation. Put me, you can't even see that dot, can you? There is, I promise there's a dot there. There we go. Get all the shadows to deal with too now. And just use that all the way over and all the way forward. Here. Yeah. There's that. Okay. I think that's about right. And over here. And I may have to undo that lid and do a firmer glue. Hopefully not. Okay, this one. Right about there. I think here. Okay. And over here, the parts where y'all can't really see, and it's so dim that I can't hardly see either. Okay. Over in the shadows. And now this one's really in the shadows. Okay. Okay, so I'm back out here so I can maybe get the feet on all four corners. I'm going to have to go the other way. So hopefully you saw that in the thumbnail and it looked passable. Not too worried about this on the bottom because I say it's just paper, so it'll straighten out as we want to take the clamps off. It's really putting the pressure on the wood there. But I will call that a day, and we'll pick up tomorrow here and get to build some little doodads that go on the top of the counter next. But anyway, unless I got that thing in the clamps, so I can't really see that. Got our floor down. I think I went in with high hopes. I still think this is going to be okay. I think it's still going to be fun. I always get doubts when I start, until you get to where you start putting things together and really making it look like something. And we'll get building little bitty things tomorrow too, so that'll be interesting and fun. But anyways, folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.